Hello traders, hello millionaires. I hope you guys are doing great today. As you guys must have noticed, I'm still in Vietnam. I'm still in Asia, and I just got off from sleep right now. This is actually 2 p.m. in Vietnam, and I think in South Africa, this should be 9 a.m. in South Africa because we are 5 hours ahead of time when it comes to South Africa, right? And I'm just getting up now because I slept yesterday very, very late. I had some meetings that were going on over the night, and I'm just getting up now. When I got up in the morning, before I went to bed yesterday, the market was already open before I went to bed. And as you guys can see, let me just quickly show you guys this. Let's go on my history. Let's put it back on the last 3 months. And then let's quickly go on today. All right. If we go on today, voila, you can see we are already up with almost about $7,000, and the day just started. The day just started. I'm just getting up from sleep, and we are already up with $7,000. And for most of you guys who are asking, this is the same account I showed you guys last week. The same account I'm sharing on my FX book and my private account. You guys know my story. On my private account last year, I got almost about $400,000 in payout with different prop firms. And this year, since I'm very busy with traveling, also working on my own prop firm, Lionheart funding program, and a lot of other projects, I'm mostly trading my private account. All right, I haven't actually had time to trade with prop firms this year. So this is my private account as we speak, and I shared this account publicly on FX book, and most of you guys could follow some of these trades on FX book. So I just got up and I'm checking most of these trades before I went to bed. Some of those trades were executed, and as you can see here, we are already up with almost about $7,000. That's the freedom. They say if you haven't found a system that can make you money while you are at sleep, then you work for the rest of your life. So this system was making money while I was asleep. And just to confirm, let's just quickly go through this account, right? And I'll just tell you the reason why, the strategies behind most of the trades on this particular account. If we can go through most of these trades, even though I'm trading with, I started this account on 184,000 private. So my private money that I deposited was $184,000, and it's now on almost about $290,000, as you can see, meaning I've made profit on this account of almost about almost about $150,000. And remember, I've withdrawn a couple. If I go on my history, you guys can see I've withdrawn more than $70,000 on this particular account, meaning on this account alone I've made more than $200,000 profit. And my private account, again, it's not like I'm going to be sharing profit with any person. I'm trading with my own rules because this is my private account. So as you can see here, some of these trades, 90%, let me not even say 90%, 100% of all the trades on my account, I don't risk more than 1%. You can see this is a 200K account, and this one is almost hitting my stop loss. This one with 0.5 with 5 lot is almost hitting my stop loss, and the risk on it is almost $1,500. $1,500 of $200,000 is less than a percentage, because 1% of 200,000 is 2%. So I'm even risking less than 1% on one trade. Can you see? Then let's go to gold. Let's just go to the history and go to the ones that actually hit my take profit. You can see this one was a risk to reward of 1:1, so that's why I had $2,700. And then the risk to reward of 1:2 was this one, which I made $5,600 on one trade. Can you see? So there are some that I go for a risk to reward of 1:1, some I go for a risk to reward of 1:3. So the ones that I go for a risk to reward of 1:3, I split the trades into two. One will go for a risk to reward of 1:2, while another one will go for a risk to reward of 1:1. If I join that on that particular set alone, I'll have a risk to reward of 1:3. So those are just some risk management tips that I'm using, or the risk management strategies that I'm using on this account. As I'm showing you guys the video, remember we started the video when it was on almost 6,000 something. Gold just hit take profit, and now we are standing on 9,000. That's the same account. Let's go back to last month, and then let's come back to today. That's the same account. I mean, as we are recording the video, it has already climbed from $6,000 to almost, that's $9,500 for today, because you can see if I open this trade, that's the trade of gold on buy, we just hit my take profit. If I go on chart, Can you see that? That's a trade that just hit my take profit right there. I still have another trade open because, like I said, in most cases I go for a risk to reward of 1:3. One of those trades will be able to carry a risk to reward of 1:2, while another one will carry a risk to reward of 1:1. So the one that carried the risk of 1:1, so I already hit my take profit on 1:1. And you can see the market is heading to the next one, which is having a risk to reward of 1:2, and that's why you're seeing the profit here is $2,000, almost about $2,900. So as I have one close and I still have one up. So that's just that. When it comes to, you can see this trend alone, I've just been capitalizing on this trend and just talking about the strategy here. Simple strategy on this particular trade was just the magical moving average strategy which I showed you guys, but it will only work if you are able to make the fine tunes or the modification which I showed you guys. I'm not teaching you guys something else which I'm not using. I'm always saying use what I'm using. That's my account. All right, that's my account. Oh, I can see some people doing skydiving. Guys, I need to actually go for this skydiving thing. I don't know if you guys can actually see this. Remember, I'm right by the beach. The skydiver guy just passed, but I can see a boat is still inside right by the end there. You can see this is Nha Trang. This is Nha Trang, Vietnam, and our villa is right by the beach, right by the ocean. All right, so I can see there's a boat actually going by that end, and most of the time every evening we just jump into this ocean, we go on a boat cruise to that end and come back, particularly when we have someone to look after our babies. Then we go there, then we can come back. All right, let's come back to our video. I'm just going to switch my camera so that we can continue with our video. So on this particular account alone, I have a couple of strategies that I'm using on this particular account. And these strategies, these you can see that's my Binance. That's the message on my Binance. So I have trades running on all angles. I have crypto trades running. I have BTC trades running. I have Forex trades running from all angles, and money. I'm making money on all angles, right? Good. So, like I said, on this account alone, there's no trade that I take that has a risk to reward of at least 1:2, or I don't risk more than 1% of my account on one trade. And again, as I was explaining on this trade on gold, can you see how I've just been capitalizing on this? So I have a couple of strategies I use, and on this gold trade alone, I was just using the moving average strategy I already taught. It's already on my channel. Just go on my channel, check the link below or above, or just go on my channel. You'll be able to see detailed video I've made on this particular strategy. It's not like I'm teaching you guys something and I'm using another thing. This is the same strategy I'm using myself on a daily basis, and right on your eyes on a Monday morning, you guys can already see the same strategy. Part of it has already made me almost about $10,000, as you can see on your screen. So some of these trades, I have my robot. So you guys also know I have a robot which is the most viral Forex robot now, known as Perps Pro. So some of these robots are also opened by Perps Pro. Like if I go here, CAD JPY and USD JPY was actually opened by Perps Pro. And the risk parameters in Perps Pro are also very, very simple. I've already said it in a way I can only risk 1% per trade. So all these trades on CAD JPY and Euro and USD JPY that were opened by Perps Pro, I can only risk 1%. I used to tell you guys you can throw all your strategies over the window, but there are 3 things you need to master that will... Hush, this bed, what's the problem? So there are 3 things you need to master that will help you make money in Forex trading. The first thing is risk management, money management, and trading psychology, which is what I showed you guys on a daily basis. If you master these 3 things, pick any strategy, and if you can master these 3 things, you make money in the Forex market. So, like I said, this is just the start of the week. Let's see, last week, remember, it's just going to pick this week. So this is still Monday. This is still 2 p.m. in Vietnam. This should surely be 9 a.m. in South Africa, about 8 a.m. in Nigeria, 8 a.m. in Cameroon. So it's just the start of the week, start of the trading week, and we are already up with $10,000 on this particular account. So I'm going to keep you guys posted. Let's see what we are able to make by the end of the week on this particular account. And like I said, this is my private account. I recorded the first video when I started trading on this particular account, and now I can afford to trade with hundreds of thousands of dollars because I've been trading Forex for 9 years. All right, I don't want to waste time talking about myself. You guys already know who I am. Been trading Forex for 9 years, and by now I can be able to afford to trade with hundreds of thousands of dollars on my private account. And when I'm busy traveling most of the time like this, I don't go through the headache of trying to trade with Profirm or flip here and there. I just manage the risks and I take swing trades on my private account. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. If you have any question about some of the trade, let me just take one last trade that I wanted to share with you guys. One last trade, and we're going to call it a video, right? Just see this trade I took on USD, Great Britain Pound USD. And remember, I'm someone, I don't just stick to one currency pair. I go where the money goes. All right, if I open my chart and I see liquidity is on Great Britain Pound card, I'm going to trade Great Britain Pound card. If I see it's on Go, I'm going to trade Go. So this trade, most of the time, Great Britain Pound USD, Euro USD, and SAU USD, which is Go, are all positively correlated. Meaning if the market is going up, most of this currency pair will be going up at the same time. Why? Because they all have USD as the quoted currency. They all have USD as the base currency. That's why if the market is going up, you also see, if the market is going up on gold, on Great Britain Pound USD, you see the market will also be going up. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys this trade on Great Britain Pound USD, and voila. Can you see this? Can you see the entry point we got on this particular trade? This was our entry point right here as soon as we had this cross somewhere here. So let me just go on my tools, see if I can get that box. Oh, I can't actually get the box. I would have shown you guys. But I'm just going to take this line so that I can show you guys. So this is where we got into this trade. This is where we got in. Our first take profit was somewhere. Our first take profit is here, and our second take profit is here. And you can see the market is forming more like a double top, a double top somewhere here, which this can come out more like a reversal. But I don't care because my stop loss is very, very safe. So in most cases, you can see the market will come back right down somewhere here because the market opened in the night was somewhere here. So in most cases, you see the market will come down somewhere here, and boom, you see it going up. So that's why I'm still very, very safe on this particular trade until my stop loss is violated. If you guys must have noticed, once I've already placed my trade, I know I can't control the outcome of that trade. I know I can't control whatsoever happens after that. So I wait for the market to either hit my stop loss or hit my take profit. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any question, let me know on the comment section, and check out the videos that are going to be coming at the end of the screen to be able to enjoy our Vietnam tour. We've taken a lot of drone shots. We've gone to a lot of villages. I've visited a lot of villages, a lot of towns, a lot of agricultural fields. I've visited a lot of places in Vietnam, and Vietnam is so, so beautiful. I even watched, there was a comment, someone said that's actually the first time he's watching a video about Vietnam without someone saying, or without hearing America is going to rescue the son of a senator in Vietnam. No. I remember when I used to be in South Africa, or when I used to watch movies, when I hear of Vietnam, I always think of war. But here, nothing like that exists. That's why you see what you watch on the movies or on cameras is different from real life. Here, no one even knows of any war history. The place is very beautiful. The people are very, very friendly. So if you want to ever travel, I'm not sponsored by the Ministry of Tourism. If you want to ever travel, consider Vietnam as one of your destinations. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want my recommended Profirm, if you want to use my recommended Profirm, then check the link on the video description. And if you want me to be able to mentor you one-on-one, teach you A to Z, some of these strategies I'm using on this private account to make $10,000 on a Monday morning like this, then check the link below to enroll in Godlove University, where you'll be able to join other mentees, and together I'll be able to mentor you on how to make money in the Forex market. If you want to use Perps Pro, which I just showed you guys some few trades that were actually opened by Perps Pro, also check the link on the video description, and I'll see you guys on these other videos. Peace.